Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Central Lancashire, I'm delighted to warmly welcome you to Preston Guildhall and to this graduation ceremony. On this special day, we are here to proudly celebrate the achievements of our students from the College of Health and Wellbeing. I now call upon the Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Professor Robin Pollard, to give his address.
Mr. Brian Harris, former Chair of the University of Central Lancashire Board, Worshipful Mayor of Preston, Councillor Margaret McManus, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduands and staff. It's a pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony at which we celebrate the achievements of our new graduates. Please permit me to start by speaking directly to today's graduates. This is your day, and I'm delighted that so many of you have been able to attend. I hope that you enjoy both the ceremony itself and the celebrations which will continue afterwards with your families and friends. Today marks an important day in your lives, bringing your studies to a successful conclusion. Yet it is also the beginning of another journey, and I know that the personal characteristics that brought you to UCLan, your energy, commitment, tenacity, curiosity and resilience, will be important throughout your lives. Career, success and happiness are intertwined and represent different things to different people. In work, the outcome does not necessarily have to focus on material wealth. Engaging with culture, communities, and doing good deeds in the world are also important. Family, friends, and interests outside work play a key role in leading fulfilling lives. My advice to you is to do what you enjoy and choose a career that interests you most. Make the most of every opportunity that comes your way. Don't be afraid or unwilling to try different things, but forge your own path. Be ready to compromise when you need to, in love and in work, in friendship and in life. And take setbacks as just a sign that you need to try a different route rather than stopping to achieve what you wish to. You are about to become graduates, so observe, analyse and devise new solutions to get the best outcomes. Aim high, for you are the future leaders of society. Whatever you choose, make sure you do it with the best of your ability, with enthusiasm and compassion. Savour fun and happiness when you experience them. Celebrate events like today's for their simple joy. I'm certain that the time you've spent with us at the University of Central Lancashire provides a sound foundation for your future. So, continue to learn, exercise the intellect that you have developed, and be ready to reinvent yourselves throughout your life. I would now like to say a few words about how our academic disciplines at UCLan have developed over the past year. In August, the university reorganised itself into 5 colleges, with each college having a small number of schools of related discipline areas. For the College of Health and Wellbeing, they are Nursing, Community Health and Midwifery, Health Sciences, Sport and Wellbeing. The college judges itself by the achievements of its students and staff. Here are some highlights over the last year. A number of courses gained 100% overall satisfaction in the National Student Satisfaction Survey. Nursing and midwifery ranked 14th in the UK. Third-year students presented the Chartered Society of Physiotherapists annual conference on involving elderly relatives and neighbours. Final year physiotherapy student Patrick Shaughnessy featured in national media after launching a mobile phone app to help people in a suicide crisis. A student contributed to writing the NHS England National Safety Standards for invasive procedures. Dr. Hazel Rodham led the first international conference for advancing dysphagia practice at our campus in Cyprus. Dr. Bernie Carter, Professor of Children's Nursing, was awarded the Presidential Medal for Excellence by the European Society for Person-Centred Healthcare. Bernie's work centres on understanding children's pain. A college team, led by Dr. Nicola Lowe, is working on malnutrition in Pakistan, which has the highest rates of undernutrition in the world. Dr. Karen Wright and Ivan McGlenn worked on a DVD entitled Safety in Mind. Professor Carolyn Watkins is involved in an Australian-led study, which is the largest global trial of its type, to examine the effects of head positioning in circumstances of acute stroke. Finally, staff and students contributed to the Lancashire Science Festival during the summer. They ran health workshops and drop-in sessions, including Operation Outbreak, Be a Paramedic, Children's Nurse, Become a Mummy, and Mental Health and Wellbeing. Those are all the ways in which this college, UCLan, generally have engaged with our communities. In addition to celebrating student and staff achievements, UCLan uses graduation ceremonies to recognise people who have made a major contribution to education, to our region, or to society generally. These people serve as role models for us all. Mr. Russell Hogarth, our community ambassador and an honorary fellow himself, has kindly agreed to lead a new honorary fellow advisory group. This group will keep the fellows up to date on university developments, and we look forward to its contributions. Here today are families and friends who provided a helping hand to the graduands before us. They have shared in the students' journeys to graduation. I would like you to join me in thanking the families and friends for their invaluable support to the graduands. The graduands have been taught and mentored by a dedicated group of expert academic staff, some of whom are before us on the stage. They've also been supported by highly dedicated professional staff members. Again, please join me in thanking the staff. In a few minutes, the names of graduands will be called out and we will applaud and cheer. Each will enter the stage as a graduand, cross the stage, and exit the stage as a graduate. I know that you'll be as enthusiastic with your applause for the first graduate as you will for the final graduate. Finally, we will all take great pride in observing the graduates' achievements as the graduates lead their lives. I'm confident that you will go out, graduates, into the world and create social and economic benefit, not just for yourselves, but also for the communities in which you will live. Whatever you decide to do next, wherever in the world you find yourselves, you will always be a member of the University of Central Lancashire. We hope at some stage you'll return to your academic home. But for now, on behalf of everybody here, very well done, congratulations, and good luck for a happy and successful future. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured guests, ladies and gentlemen, the Academic Board confers an Honorary Fellowship on Brian Harris. Jane Rutt-Howard, the University Orator, will deliver the citation.
Chancellor, it seems only fitting that we welcome Brian Harris as Honorary Fellow to our institution for the significant contribution he made to the development and success of UCLan. Prior to joining the UCLan board, he had a prestigious 34-year career in chemical engineering and business management, which took him across the globe, working for a leading industrial business, ICI. He brought this considerable expertise to the university, helping to achieve substantial positive change for which we are truly thankful. The catalyst for his career as a chemical engineer can be traced back to his school days, when Brian was encouraged by his form tutor that he pursue science and maths-based options. This was advice and encouragement that paved the way for an illustrious career in industry. After graduating in 1966 from the University of Surrey with an honours degree in chemical engineering, Brian joined ICI's Heavy Organic Chemicals division as a process design engineer. He subsequently held a number of senior management positions before being appointed as General Manager of ICI's Visqueen business in 1984. In 1986, he moved to ICI's Nobles Explosives Company as Production and Personnel Director before becoming Joint Managing Director with responsibility for the Defence and Aerospace business. It was in this role that he negotiated a major contract with the Thailand Ministry of Defence for the construction of new facilities. In 1990, he moved to ICI's International Explosive Business Headquarters in Toronto, Canada, as Vice President of Operations for North America. He was then promoted to Vice President of Global Operations, Chair of the Board for Nobles Explosives Company, and a board member of AECI Explosives in South Africa. Brian had overall responsibility for ICI explosives operations, engineering, and human resources in USA, Canada, Brazil, Chile, Mexico, UK, South Africa, Zambia, Middle East, India, Australia, and Hong Kong, which was a challenging but rewarding role given that the $1 billion turnover business had 8,500 employees. Between 1993 and 1996, Brian was based in London and subsequently in Toronto again when the headquarters relocated twice. He returned to the UK in 1997 to be Managing Director of UTech Engineering Solutions Limited, a subsidiary of ICI based in Cheshire, which employed 1,000 graduate engineers and support technicians. After a distinguished 34 years with the ICI Group, he retired in 2000. However, Brian's expertise was in demand. In September 2000, he joined BNFL on a successful 2-year assignment as Engineering Director. He was tasked with reintegrating its engineering subsidiary with the parent company, rebuilding relationships with production units at Sellafield in Cumbria, and improving the delivery of major engineering projects. Thereafter, for a further 2 years, he acted as a consultant to BNFL, advising on the future structure of technology activities as it responded to the government's white paper establishing the Nuclear Decommissioning Agency, and also advised on proposals for new nuclear power generation. In 2001, he joined UCLan's board and became chair of the Audit Committee in 2003. Working alongside Alan Roth, they developed and introduced an explicit scheme of delegation and a supporting assurance process. This provided a high-integrity governance environment, which was subsequently held as an exemplar in the higher education sector. During this time, he was also appointed to the board of Space New Living, a housing association, and subsequently became chair of that board. He successfully oversaw the merger of Space New Living with Great Places Housing Group and joined that group's board. He left in 2008 to focus on the strategic leadership at UCLan. In 2007, he became chair of the university board and worked tirelessly to achieve strategic leadership and performance oversight at the university's global objectives, while sustaining a focus on the UK business. The performance and strength of the university continued to grow during a turbulent period for higher education in England. Under his leadership, UCLan undertook a programme of facilities upgrades, the transfer of the Penrith campus to the University of Cumbria, building an additional new campus in Burnley, the opening of the dental school, and growth of the international building with the business of Cyprus campus. Brian retired from the board in 2014 after completing an exceptional additional year as chair and 13 years as a board member. Chancellor, on behalf of the Academic Board, it is with great pleasure that I present Brian Harris for the award of Honorary Fellow of the University of Central Lancashire.
Chancellor, the presentation of graduates and award holders will now take place.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present Tracy Ingham, who has been awarded the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Practice, Health and Social Care. On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Community Health and Midwifery. Master of Science in Counselling and Psychotherapy, Martin Peter Rigby. Master of Science in Herbal Medicine, Peter Rosser. Master of Science in Homeopathy, Karen Enders. Gregor Kindelman. Andreas Mayer. Angelika Schumann. Michael Joseph Smith. Ingeborg Gertrude Stadler. Gillian Ray. Master of Science in Integrated Healthcare, Wendy Patricia Scrays. Master of Science in Midwifery and Women's Health, Claire Lauren Feely. Olivia Corker Mensa. Postgraduate Diploma in Integrative Psychotherapy, Nicola Jane Priestman. Christine Thomas. Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting, Natalie North. Postgraduate Diploma in Specialist Community Public Health Nurse, School Nursing, Carla McEwen. Postgraduate Certificate in Primary Care Mental Health Practice, Sarah Brennan. Tanya Ignatius. Natalie Maria Penny. Emma Elizabeth Sentence. Abby Sheridan. Francesca Chantal Singh Baker. Eleanor Thorne. Stevie Tudor. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Specialist Practitioner, Community Children's Nursing, Jane Chester. Gail Jones. Jennifer Kemp. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Community Specialist Practitioner, Community Nursing in the Home, Karen Briggs. Deborah Mary Griffiths. Hayley Ann Sumner. Amy Louise Watson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Social Care, Victoria Abram. Zida Ali. Rosemary Cont. Joanne Christensen. Rachel Ellen Darson. Julie Eva and Hilland. Cheryl Louise Hughes. Louise Hughes. James William Kerry. Maria Rosa Manafika Matita. With the school prize for the highest achiever on the BSc Health and Social Care, Paula Robinson. Louise Routledge. Victoria Shaw. Annette Walker. Melissa Ward. Maisie Wilkinson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Midwifery, Jamela Anderton. Lydia Grace Baines. Danielle Bradley Harris. Deborah Bratby. Amy Brown. January Carrington. Emma Dacey. Victoria Fairburn. Jennifer Ferraby. Jennifer Jane Fogg. Jenny Louise Gornall. Ashley Jade Latham. With the school prize for the overall highest mark in midwifery, Alexandra Lois Mills. Bridget Moxham. Heather Murphy. Laura Richardson. Misha Russell. Alexandra Skur. Rebecca Jane Smith. Laura Stirrup. Charlene Tolmie. Rebecca Louise Wolfenden. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sexual Health Practice, Kate Victoria Robson. Bachelor of Science in Sexual Health Studies, Katie Alice Brady. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Specialist Community Public Health Nursing, Health Visiting, Louise Rachel Brindle. Jennifer Cheeseborough. Charlotte Louise Crossland. Laura Fisher. Charlotte Kay. Hayley Morley. Janine Simpson. Bachelor of Science in Specialist Community Public Health Nurse, School Nursing, Emma Catherine Harrison. Gillian Pollitt. Stephanie Diane Reason. Carol Ann Riley. Catherine Simpkin Watkinson. With the school prize for Community Nursing Student of the Year, Carol Williams. Foundation degree in Arts and Health and Social Care, Rashda Zahid Yousaf. Daniel Sanderson. Foundation degree in Science and Health and Social Care Rehabilitation, Queen Dubé. Levi Bryony Hobkirk. Catherine Baxter. Foundation degree in Science and Health and Social Care Assistant Practitioner, Julianne Arnold Turner. Anna Victoria Beattie. Christine Beaver. Lynn Susan Bennett. Donna Berry. Helen Bradley. Noreen Lorraine Cahoon. Michelle Davenport. With the school prize for the highest achiever in health and social care, assistant practitioner Justine Dean. Jennifer Denise Graham. Robin Stewart Gregory. Becky Holmes. Sharon Louise Jones. Donna Lancaster. Donna Logan. Tracy McKenna. Leslie Teresa Moore. Amanda Jane Oliver. Kate Redman. Peter Robinson. Susan Elizabeth Robinson. Melissa Rollerson. Rosamie Salido. Alison Smith. Francis Smith. Claire Thompson. Emily Kate Wilson. Foundation degree in Science and Health and Social Care, Mental Health Pathway, Maria Nakube. Foundation certificate in Health and Social Care Rehabilitation, Fiona Louise Angeloni. Master of Arts in Social Policy, Celine Alexeia Zodros. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Community Health and Midwifery.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Health Sciences. With the degree of Doctor of Science, James Self. For a thesis entitled The Neuromuscular and Mechanical Control of the Knee Joint in Patellofemoral Pain Sufferers, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Stephen Lindley. For a thesis entitled The Influence of Culture on the Views of Black African Caribbean Men Living in the UK Towards Cancer, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Betsalot Mulugeta. For a thesis entitled An Investigation of the Biomechanical Efficacy and Clinical Effectiveness of Patellofemoral Taping in Elite and Experienced Cyclists, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to Graham Theobald. Master of Science in Advanced Practice, Health and Social Care, Deborah Ann Ainsworth. Mary Cavill. Janine Louise Dobson. Susan Gale Flanagan. Lindsay Jane Gawthrop. Judith Catherine Harrison. Wendy Hay. Janine Hood. Justine Radcliffe. Heather Louise Robinson. Leslie Ann Spall. Jennifer Elizabeth Wadsworth. Georgina Whiteside. Master of Science in Allied Health Practice, Hazel Pollard. Master of Science in Health Informatics, Andrea Fraser. Gordon Nathaniel Robinson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Enhanced Paramedic Practice, Andrew Duncan. And with the School Prize for the Most Outstanding Student in Enhanced Paramedic Practice, Colin Jones. Bachelor of Science with Honours, Nurse Practitioner, Mary Erica Dyers. Sue Goggins. Susan McCreevy. Elizabeth Midwinter. Marie Vickers. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Operating Department Practice, Dina Akister Benson. Charlotte Bell. Oliver Conroy. Rebecca Wendy Gale. Derry Jump. Ikra Ali Kusheri. Sinead Elizabeth Roper. Samantha Jane Helen Shan. Katie Williams. Michelle Leanne Wright. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Professional Practice, Rachel Bowker. Bindu Reggie Chako. Sophiama K. George. Kirsty Louise Mannion. Lidgie Palouse. Jane Rogan. Lauren Marie Walker. Sarah Worthington. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Physiotherapy, Benjamin Michael Charles McGrath. Niall Meisel. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Sports Therapy, Jessica Catherine Johnson. Graduate Certificate in Critical Care Nursing, Jennifer Woodburn. Alexia Zeniu Ladd. Diploma of Higher Education in Paramedic Practice, Jade Abigail Elizabeth Barson. Paula Jane Bonvoni. Paul Cragg. Richard Devlin. Samantha Yvonne Doyle. Christopher Graham Fairhurst. Deborah Karen Fraser Higgins. Matthew John Stewart Gallagher. Samuel Peter Gallimore. Paul Thomas Grogan. Andrew Hartley. Stephen Joseph Heron. Christopher Jackson. Matthew Jarvis. Hannah Jenkins. Philip John King. Philippa Elaine Page. Robert Allen Love. Martin Peter Law. Darren Sean Mapp. Shelley Marshall. Jason Granger Price. David Quirk. Victoria Louise Roberts. Thomas Jack Tilley. Sarah Timms. Gareth David Watkins. Rebecca Kate Wilson. Suzanne York. Diploma of Higher Education in Pre-Hospital Care, Neil W. Cosgrove. Chancellor, that concludes the presentations of award from the School of Health Sciences.
On behalf of the Academic Board, I present those who have gained awards in the School of Nursing. For a thesis entitled Exploring Medication Errors and Doctors' and Nurses' Perceptions of Them in the Paediatric Intensive Care Unit, the degree of Master of Science by Research is awarded to Joanne Johnson. Master of Science in Professional Practice Stroke Care, Karen Waywell. Master of Science in Nursing, Emma Crank. Julie Ann Crook. John Goodenough. Helen Ormisher. Stephen Mann. Pippa Shaw. Jill Hanslip. Master of Science in Personality Disorder, Practice Development, Cheryl Marie Lentham. Master of Science in Professional Practice, Research and Development, Joanne Hinchcliffe. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pre-Registration Nursing, Children, Masoom Mohammed Farouk Bandaka. Jodie Bolton. Cody Breaksmere-Smith. Danielle Brown. Jenna Brown. Natalie Dawn Cartmel. Emily Charnock. Ashley Marie Dainty. Kirsty Louise Dwyer. Katie Louise Florence Fern. Jessica Forber. With the school prize for the most outstanding student in pre-registration nursing children, Amy Isabel Gathercole. Lorraine Hamer. Emma Victoria Hughes. Emma Kate Isherwood. Lindsay Cardaff. Rachel Kelly. Samira Khan. Stephanie Lewis. Jacqueline Ann Main. Catherine Mason. Shauna Jo McCabe. Victoria Louise McKernan. Stephanie Macmillan. Anna McMinn. Lily McShane. Sarah Louise Murphy. Jessica Newton. Amy Elizabeth Alice Ormson. Danielle Porter. Kelly Louise Cornby. Uzma Rashid. Emma Richmond. Jacqueline Victoria Smith. Catherine Stanley. Chloe Stimson. Esther Taylor. Harriet Thornbury. Graduate Certificate in Psychosocial Mental Health Care, Melissa Murphy. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Child and Adolescent Mental Health Practice, Claire Elizabeth May Asprey. Nicola Ann Doherty. Catherine Anna Harrison. Eileen Lumsden. Carly Louise Mayer. Michelle Wilson. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Pre-Registration Nursing Adult, Claire Ainscoe. Hannah Aldred. Siobhan Allmark. Stacey Andrews. Lucy Ashworth. Kate Elizabeth Atkinson. Ruth Bailey. Kimberly Ann Bailon. Abigail Bannister. Rebecca Louise Barron. Louise Danielle Berkson. Katie Jane Biddlecombe. Priscilla Botang. Katie Bolland. Niall Thomas Booth. Colette Bolan. Laura Jane Bradley. Jodie Brady. Rebecca Branham. Charlotte Lee Branch. Hannah Brearley. Katie Jane Bromley. Charlene Broomhead. Olivia Burden. Emma Victoria Burniston. Robin Campbell. Anastasia Campion. Bethany Chadwick. Megan Charlton. Katie Tudor. Karen Clegg. Bianca Zena Clemenson. Lee Marie Cottle. Catherine Louise Cremins. Noala Alexandra Sawinski. Carla J. Dickens. Charlotte Amy Dickinson. Emily Jane Dickinson. Leah Catherine Doherty. Rebecca Duran. Rachel Dewar. Marie Dunn. Sylvia Dupuy. Jessica Durham. Joanne Elliott. Rebecca Emmett. Amelia Finch. Jade Frayne. Leanne Gardner. Sabrina Gibson. Philippa Alice Gledhill. Alan Graham Goter. Angela Gonzalez. Sophie Graham. Wallace Gregson. Peter Griffiths. Jennifer Gyers. Chloe Hall. Jackie Hall. Leanne Rebecca Handley. Joshua James Haney. Michael Hannon. Laura Hardacre. Joanne Sarah Hargreaves. Faye Elizabeth Harrison. With the school prize for the most outstanding student in pre-registration nursing adult, Kirsty Harrison. Claire Haslam. Georgina Howarth. Katie Hodges. Danica Lee Hodgkinson. Jade Hodgkiss. Naomi Marie Hodson. Kelly Ann Holden. Melanie Horn. Ashley Holdsworth. Paula Howard. Hajra Hussain. Lindsay Jane Innocent. Uzma Iqbal. Bethany Jackson. Megan Alice Kay. Gemma Kelly. Bethany Kendall. Abigail King. Diane Kingham. Emmy Knowles. Sophie Lambert. Nicola Lewis. Bryony Lindley. Adele Marie Lord. Rachel Love. Jennifer Ashton Linsky-Hurst. Emma Leanne Lithgow. Katie McAdam. Catherine McKay. Bernadette Louise Macken. Marion Shapike Mavhindju. Alice Perry McCabe. Elizabeth McCartan. Peter McKiernan. David George Melvin. Kirsty Joanne Miller. Laura Moon. Chriselle Morgan. Alice Nicole. Fiona Noblet. Cern Paige O'Neill Keith. Daisy O'Shea. Christian Marie Panganiban. Mumlikat Pasand. Gillian Pasquale. Sadaya Patel. Jennifer Patterson. Eileen Patton. Lauren Postlethwaite. Natalie Pulo. Victoria Ray. Jessica Rees. Elizabeth Daisy Rose. Laura Roscoe. Janelle Schultz. Chantal Julie Scott. Mariah Sheikh. Rachel Seed. Mariah Sheikh. Lucy Shaw. Rebecca Louise Sherman. Caroline Skidmore. Emma Smith. Jonte Marie Smith. Carrie Elizabeth Smith-Hodge. Kyle Snowden. Kimberly Ann Soppett. Kerry Laura Stent. Charlotte Stevenson. Lauren Swan. Lauren Sweeney. Jenny Thompson. Marie Elaine Tomlinson. Shamima Begum Ula. Jane Farco. Sarah Danielle Walker. Lauren May Wareham. Elizabeth Warren. Nicola Jane Watkiss. Emily Jane Watson. Sammy Watson. Alexandra Westwell. Danielle Wharton. Rosanna Mary White. Chelsea Whittle. Suzanne Wilkinson. Laura Wills. Melissa Cranston. Ellie Wiseman. Sammy Jo Wolfenden. Sarah Warden. Charlotte Wright. Laura Wyke. Bachelor of Science with honours in pre-registration nursing, mental health. Kaiser Afzal. Yvonne Ainscoe. Adele Barker. Andrea Barron. Katie Bourne. Oluyemi Olabisi Bisuga. Kim Breaks. Louise Cower. Simon Dick. Chantel Ito. Charlotte Eves. Natalie Jane Entwistle. Catherine Louise Ettrick. Asha Faldu. Terry Jane Feeney. Bethany Grisdale. Jenny Hall. With the school prize for the most outstanding student in pre-registration nursing mental health, Joanna Hart. Pamela Down Hartley. Lauren Jade Harwood. Emma Christina Horrocks. Rebecca Horton. April Ingleby. Danny Louise Jones. Demi Louise Leather. Lisa Jane Ledwith. Katie Lindo. Patricia Matsicuri. Robert Maudsley. Stephanie Rose McDormand. Beth McKiernan. Eleanor McNair. Jodie Alexandra McNally. Nagabutho Moya. Leah Nixon. Ronki Ogundaisy. Deborah Parker. Hannah Prady. Natalie Sarah Rowe. Claire Schofield. Safifi Patience Samanga. Ashley Snedden. Alison Stableford. Andrew Toms. Charlotte Turner. Jessica Valentine. Simone Deborah Villiers. Rebecca Simone Wells. Danielle Wilkinson. Ruth Zendira. Bachelor of Science with Honours in Psychosocial Mental Health Care. Siobhan Corley. Rianne Dennison. Lindsay Fitzgerald. Nicola Louise Mahoney. Jessica Wilkinson. Diploma of Higher Education in Pre-Registration Nursing, Adult. Felicity Ann Broadhurst. Penelope Ann Doward. Emily Rose Amelia Eyre. Deandra Marie Grant. Iram Rashid. Shahiza Sheikh. Diploma of Higher Education in Pre-Registration Nursing, Mental Health. Macia Marape. Patience Shumba. Benjamin Warden. Graduate Diploma in Child and Adolescent Mental Health, Suzanne Hutchinson. Graduate Certificate in Paediatric Critical Care, Shirley George. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Nursing.
Chancellor, the presentations are completed. I call on Josie Linsell, President of the Students' Union of the University of Central Lancashire, to respond on behalf of those awarded today.
Chancellor, graduates, family and friends, it's my honour to respond on behalf of these graduating students. I'd like to thank all of you who are watching, here in Preston and around the world on live stream. There are parents, siblings, children, partners and friends around the world who are an important part of the UCLan community, helping those here to graduate today. As we all know, studying is only one part of university. Surviving as a student is also about the communities that we form. We've all formed communities throughout our time at UCLan and forged friendships that will last forever. Whether it's with the people on your course, people who you've shared a flat with, people on a sports team or a society, or who you've commuted to university with. The people you've met and the experiences that you've created for yourself and for others is what makes your journey to graduation unique and special. I hope that you'll cherish all the memories. I'm sure you will. As graduates of the University of Central Lancashire, each of you strengthen UCLan's worldwide alumni network. Today is one of many landmarks in your personal and professional development, which is a hard-earned stepping stone to your future success. So finally, I'd like to say congratulations. You are now a graduate of the University of Central Lancashire. Celebrate, because you truly deserve it.
I call on Brian Harris, Honorary Fellow of the University of Central Lancashire, for his response.
Right Worshipful Mayor of Preston, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, fellows, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to echo the words of the Student Union President. On behalf of all those graduating and receiving awards this morning, I thank the university and its staff for enabling these successful outcomes. Of course, each and every award holder has made a major personal contribution to this outcome. But without the commitment, guidance, and mentoring by the staff of the university, and the diffusion of knowledge, which is a fundamental process at this university, we would not be where we are today. So thank you, university. For me, it is an unexpected pleasure and delight to have received this fellowship. And for that, my deep felt thanks and appreciation to the university. And it will enable me to continue my association with this excellent and progressive institution. I was privileged to be a member of the board and its chair, and I've thoroughly enjoyed and value those 13 years. They would not have been possible without the support and contributions of colleagues and the university staff. A big thank you also to my wife, Bridget, for her support and understanding, particularly when at times we had to plan personal activities around university commitments. Thank you. This university is a major enterprise, one of the largest in the UK, with significant interest overseas, as well as the core here in Preston. I want to take this opportunity to publicly thank and acknowledge the commitment of another group of people, the members of the University Board, past and present. The board's contribution goes largely unseen and unsung. However, ultimately, it has the overall responsibility for all the university's activities, and specifically for its educational character and mission, the long-term strategy, key senior manager appointments and their performance, and its financial solvency and integrity. Unlike almost all other universities, it is a small board with only 12 members, comprising 8 independent members, the Vice-Chancellor, 2 members of the university staff, and the Student Union President. Members of the board come from all walks of life, bringing considerable experience to the university. Individuals apply to become members of the board and are recruited through a rigorous selection process. It is definitely not an old boys' club. Once appointed to the board, members make a very significant personal contribution, but in spite of all that, they receive no remuneration. So on behalf of all the university stakeholders, our thanks to the board for its key contribution to the integrity, sustainability, and growth of the university. I guess my story is one of challenge, change, and commitment. I was born towards the end of World War II and grew up with few luxuries. My grandfather had the splendid title of sewer flusher. In other words, he cleaned the sewers under the road. My father was a radio engineer, and my mother had been a seamstress in the East End of London. So from this humble background, when I graduated from the University of Surrey in 1966, it was a major personal ambition realized. But then how could I possibly have imagined that I would be standing here today receiving this fellowship? It was nowhere on my planet, and certainly not on my horizon. It was totally out with my family background and experience. On graduation, I was recruited into a role in the northeast of England, as you've already heard. That did involve a move out of my comfort zone from the soft environment of leafy Surrey to the tough industrial environment on Teesside. I was very lucky. I had every opportunity to develop and progress. However, these opportunities needed to be recognized and grabbed, even if at times I thought they were out with my experience, would be challenging, and would require a major personal commitment to deliver the performance expected. So it was that in 1984, after moving through a number of production management roles, I became general manager of the polythene film business. suddenly I was being thrust into the commercial world, negotiating major supply contracts with companies such as Esso, Shell and BP, and hosting major customers. Again, for me, another change, and I'd moved entirely out of my comfort zone, but relished the challenge. Later, when I was offered another challenge, a new role initially in French-speaking Quebec in Canada, I had to look beyond the immediate difficulties of moving house, leaving my daughters, family and friends behind, leaving my existing comfortable job, and having to face a new demanding remit. For me, it was yet another change, another challenge, requiring a major personal commitment, and any artificial barrier in my mind had to be cast aside. So what words of encouragement can I give you now all as graduates of this university? You are each armed with knowledge. You have worked with those around you. You will no doubt have faced challenges on your journey to this point in your lives, and almost certainly you have demonstrated yourselves that you can achieve more than you thought. Many of you have made that important transition from being taught at school to being fully accountable for your own development. You now have a range of tools to be deployed, and you are now standing on your own 2 feet, with a great foundation for your future, whatever you choose to do. As it has been for me, that future will, to some extent, depend on luck, being in the right place at the right time, or spotting an opportunity. The critical thing is how you react to those opportunities. Don't be prisoners of your own minds or captives of your past experiences or captives of any expected norms of your background. A few years ago, many of you will not have believed that you would be graduating here today, but you are. You made the commitment. You accepted the challenge, and you have changed yourselves. You made the decisions that brought you here. So as you move forward, and based on your success to date, don't be put off by opportunities to another day, hoping that someday something better may appear. You know, there is a saying about that word, someday. The road called someday leads to a town called nowhere. You can choose to stop putting things off until someday. You can choose to stop waiting for the perfect plan or letting your history or your mindset paralyze your potential. So be prepared to move outside your comfort zone. Take risks, but don't be reckless. Be bold, but thoughtful. Be a team player, but be prepared to stand alone. Listen to and learn from others, but back your own judgment. Learn from mistakes, and you will have some. Finally, remember that if today is the same as yesterday, then tomorrow will be the same as today. In other words, it is what you choose to do today that shapes your tomorrow. You can each achieve more than you can imagine, but it is in your hands. I suppose in today's entrepreneurial environment, as the Star Trek saying goes, boldly go where no one has gone before. I wish each and every recipient success and happiness in the future, and who knows, you may find yourself on a similar stage to this in the future. Well done, and thank you.
It is now my pleasure to introduce the University of Central Lancashire Chamber Choir. The members of the University Chamber Choir are all students of music theatre in the School of Art, Design and Performance, where Mark Goggins is both course leader and choir director. The university is extremely proud of the growing reputation and success of the Chamber Choir. In recent years, the Chamber Choir has won national competitions, including the BBC Radio 3 Adult Choir of the Year. The Chamber Choir has a well-established annual tour of the southwest of France and has sung at other overseas venues, including in Shanghai in 2010. The Chamber Choir has performed on BBC One, BBC Four, and on BBC Radio 3. The Chamber Choir has also performed at many local civic and fundraising events, including concerts with local schools and colleges. Most recently, the Chamber Choir were invited to sing here at the Guildhall on the evening of the concert given by the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic Orchestra in November. This morning, the Chamber Choir will sing Happy by Pharrell Williams.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. In the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Because I'm happy. If you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. If you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. If you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Yeah, well, give me all you got and don't hold back. Yeah, well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. Yeah, no offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like that's what you want to do. Happy me down. Yeah, nothing. Happy me down. Love you well. Happy me down. Yeah, nothing. Happy me down. So let me tell you now. Happy, 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 happy. Alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like that's what you want to do. Happy, 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 happy. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like that's what you want to do. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Alone if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Alone if you feel like that's what you want to do.
Thank you. It was amazing. This, of course, is a day of great celebration for everyone here, and we need to celebrate in an appropriate way. We have an exciting tradition. Please, could I ask all of the graduates to stand and take off your mortarboards? I think this will be a relief to some of you. I'm going to ask you to launch your mortarboards up in the air, nowhere near as high as the achievements that you are recognising today, but just enough to avert mayhem as they descend. And remember, you will need to catch them so that you can return them at the end of the ceremony. So on a count of 3, I would like the graduates to launch their mortarboards, and once they have been retrieved, I would like everybody to join in with 3 cheers. So on a count of 3, graduates, 1, 2, 3. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. Hooray. Hip hip. You may sit. Thank you. That looks awesome from up here. As we bring this ceremony to a close, I would like to thank everyone who has been involved in making today such a happy and memorable occasion. And thank you for coming and sharing this special day with the university community. I would like to invite you all to return to a reception at the university's Foster building, where we will continue to celebrate the success of today's graduates. And gowns and mortarboards can be left at the Foster building after the event. Please, may I ask us all to stand now for the national anthem. Once again, be seated. The platform party will now leave the stage and form a celebratory guard of honour. We are going to conclude the ceremony with a final opportunity to applaud the success of today's graduates. Graduates, you will shortly be processing out of the hall. A university usher will prompt your row when you need to stand up. Please make sure you take all of your belongings with you. Guests, please may I ask that you all remain seated until the platform party has left the hall. You will be able to rejoin your graduate downstairs. Thank you.